So, how important is it to have community support system as you are ambitious and you really drive towards whatever your definition of success is? Because so many people, I even found myself too, have this inclination to want to almost separate from people because it's most efficient to just focus and grind, but that's not
Yeah,
sustainable.
for sure not sustainable. But the part that I think a lot of people don't spend enough time talking about is that it is incredibly difficult and tough, and you have those low moments. So having that community behind you kind of grounds you in why you're doing this. So there are countless days where I can remember just feeling like I'm not making enough progress, I'm not running fast enough, X, Y, and Z. And then I go back to my friends and community members, and they're like, "You're doing it. Like you're doing exactly what you said you were going to do. Like just keep going. This is a part of the journey." So I think like not only is it like a reminder of where you're going, but it's also when you have those moments of falling back into like maybe bad habits or feeling depressed about the progress or lack thereof, you have people who are kind of picking you up again, saying like, "No, you got it. Keep going. Like just keep going." So I think focus is extremely important. I think having your community is extremely important, and I cannot put a price tag on which one is more important. I think that they both come hand in hand. The focus allows you to remember where you're going, and your community allows you to kind of navigate those sort of landmines as you are kind of on this journey of chasing your dreams.
Okay, so it's kind of a balance of the
Balance.
two and learning that because that's probably a challenging learning journey of understanding when do I focus and hone in,
Yeah.
and then when do I cultivate the relationships. How do
Yes.
you strike that balance?
I break my years up into seasons.
Okay.
It's weird, but what I'll do is say the first half of the year, every single year is grind mode, no matter what. Like I have to start the year off giving my best shot, putting my best foot forward at every single thing that I do. Second half of the year, I want to live my life to the fullest. So what that looked like for me, as an example, the year I started working on unit was the first more like 7, 8 months was just straight grinding. Didn't really talk to many people, and then second half of the year, I, as an example, took a I think 2 month long trip to Barbados with some friends. And we lived in Barbados for a few months, and we're all founders, so we're all sort of like still on the grind, but it was a nice way to have community after kind of grinding it out for a few months. So I break my life up into seasons and say there's a period for work and there's a period for fun, and try to keep those two things as focused as possible. Like even as we're sitting here talking now, I'm like making sure I'm not looking at my phone, which is a thing to do on the weekends. So it's about just being intentional about how you want to spend your time so that you can get the most out of this life.
Okay.